Hello everyone and welcome to the Battle for Middle-earth 2 and T3A online installation guide. In this video we're going to be showing you how to download everything you need and install it, and then get the game up and running smoothly so that you can join us. With me are my friends Shadow and Captain. We're going to be making this tutorial together. Alright then, so here we have a list of folders containing the files and applications, everything you will need for the installation process. I'm now going to hand you over to Captain and he's going to walk us through it.
Hello everyone, this is the Captain. I'm going to show you how to download, install and run the BFME2 game with the T3A sellers. The first thing I want you to know that we're going to do this in Windows 10, the most recent Windows client version, and we choose that because there is a lot of issues people get with Windows 10 installation of this game. So we're gonna do it in Windows 10. The other thing I want you to know that all things we're gonna do here, it's dependent on 3 files. I want you to download these 3 files and extract them so you will have this directory infrastructure. The first thing you need to this game is the game ISO, which is the file to download to install the game. You can download it from this link. The other thing is the patch switcher. You can download the latest patch switcher from this link here. And the last thing you need to download is the extra files folder, which we patched all the necessary files you may need to run and fix issues with this game in one place. So that you download all these 3 folders, and after that we're going to proceed with the installation process. I'm gonna hand you over to Shadow, my friend, and she's gonna show you how to install these things.
Thank you, Captain. As everyone knows, I'm Shadow. I'm going to be your point and clicker through this whole installation guide. So yeah, let's get started.
Okay, Shadow, the first thing I want you to do is to go to the third directory and install the WinCD emulator, the first file. Double click it. Yes. Install. Install. Okay. Okay, as you guys see, this is the very simple installation. Shadow, I want you to open the file, go to Start menu. I need you to go to the Start menu and open WinCDMU settings.
Alright then, so what you'll be seeing at this point is just a black screen. The recording software can't pick this up, but when this happens, this is the user account control pop-up. Whenever this comes up, just click yes.
Okay, in this point I need you to change the preferred driver, so change it to M and make it preferred drive and click OK. About this software, I have to tell you that when you double click in any ISO file, it's gonna mount them automatically. So Shadow, just open the game ISO, right click on it, open with. Okay, the first time when you click on the any ISO file, you're gonna see this pop-up window. Just click on always use this app to open ISO files, and just click OK. So when you go to this PC, you will see there is an M drive mounted with the new installation files. If you want to unmount any ISO file, just double click on the ISO files again. So when you double click, like Shadow did right now, you get back in this PC and you don't see the M drive. Okay, let's go back and mount the file again. We have the M drive mounted again. Let's go and install the game. I want you to go to this PC, double click on drive M and open the autorun file. Yes, for the user account. Choose your language, click next. Just click OK. Install. Yes. Okay, you need a CD key for this. Let's get back to the installation folder for the extra files. You will see the file CD key. Open it. Okay, just copy and paste this one of them to the CD key section. Ctrl C to copy and Ctrl V to paste.
There we are.
Okay, click next. Don't change anything in the default folder, so just click next. Register there.
No point in registering that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pause this and
Yeah,
get
so
it
we can
back when
restart.
it's, yeah.
Alright then, so at this point a firewall pop-up will come up. We urge you to click yes at this point, otherwise if you click no, then you will experience problems actually connecting to other players once you get online. So click yes and continue.
And I don't want you to launch the game, just quit, sorry, finish, close the CD key. Thing we need to install is the patch switcher, so we go to the second folder, double click on the patch switcher. The latest patch switcher right now it's version 1.6. Click yes on the user account control. Next, next, next. Install. Actually, you don't need to change anything about the patch switcher. Just click next and install it.
Yes, now don't get too ambitious. It's very simple, everybody.
Let's wait for it to be done. Okay. We have the patch switcher installed. I want you to go and open it. Shadow. Yes.
User account.
Okay, the first thing I need you guys to do is to patch your game to 1.06 to 1.08. Yeah, patch it. Okay, click OK. The second thing, you need to fix your resolution, but you don't do it right now. Go to the installation folder. This is very important step. If you do it right, you won't get the game crash in the start. Go to the extra files. Install the crash fixer. It's the last file. Yeah, the 052. Yeah, install it. Yes. Yes. Next.
Sorry, my finger literally froze there.
Install it.
Very hard being a point and clicker.
Okay. Click finish. Okay. Now get back to your patch switcher. Okay, now you can fix the resolution. Click OK. Here it is. Your resolution is fixed. Click OK and close your patch switcher. Step is to install the mini images. Shadow, open the game installation files, the extra files, and the third file, mini images. Okay, you have these two mini images. You need this image to play the game without the original CD. If you have the original CD, you don't need them. But if you don't have the original CD, you need them to play online. Don't use any cracked version of the game, because if you use cracked version, you can't play it online with the other guys. Okay, it's very pretty simple process. Double click on the game file and open file location.
It's actually right click on the file.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
Open location. No,
Sorry. Okay, make a new folder here. Name it mini images. Great. Open it and get back to the mini images. Yeah, select them both and drag and drop them to the folder. Okay, we have the files. Copy in there, click continue. Another continue. Okay, so we have the mini images right there. Okay, then this is the part you need to run the game. Before you run the game, I need you to understand that the original ISO you use to install the game isn't alright to run in the game. So you have to unmount it. As you may remember, we just said that when you double click on them, they will be unmounted, as you said. Go for the game directory when we put the mini images and mount the mini images. Here it is. So you need the original ISO to install the game, and you need the mini images to run the game. To install is the T3A client. So let's go to the extra files and you will see the T3A online. Yeah, double click on it. Click I accept the terms and install it. Click yes on user account control and click finish. That's it.
So there's something that happens sometimes, you know, you're playing and then 3 minutes into the game you're defeated and you're thinking, what the heck? Do I really suck that bad? No, you don't. It's a problem we call auto defeat, and how you fix that is you've got to go into the extra files where you will find we actually have something for that, and all you do is you actually have to extract that file to get into it. And when you're in there, you will notice that we have auto defeat keys, a nice little notepad full of them. And we've also got right here, which is the auto defeat fix. So when you double click that, it asks for a key. So you pick one of these keys that were generated. Sorry, this is off my screen here. There we go. And I forgot that L, so I will make sure to grab it. So you copy, you paste your new key, you hit OK. It should now be resolved. It is that simple. So if you run into that problem, that's how it's done. And then you realize you don't actually suck that bad.
What we're going to do next is we're going to install Rider of Rohan's HD patch. Bear in mind that this is not necessary for the installation process, however you can do it if you want to. What you need to do is you need to follow this link highlighted here. This will take you to the destination where you can download the patch. Once you've downloaded it from the link, extract it from WinRAR. It will then come up here. You'll also have a README file underneath it as well. What you need to do is you need to copy the file. You then need to right-click the game icon, left-click Open File Location. This will take you to the directory where you need to paste it. And then just simply paste it in there. Continue. And what this patch will do is this will upgrade the resolutions for the unit and hero skins in the game. So visually it will make things look a little bit better for you. And it's as simple as that.
The whole reason we're doing this process is because the EA servers are down. They lost the rights to Lord of the Rings and therefore cannot hold the servers up anymore. So we use T3A as our server. So therefore we must create an account for T3A in order to sign into their servers. Alright guys, this is just to show you how to register online for T3A. To register your account, what you do is obviously you're going to be creating your username. For the purposes of this video, we've got some awesome example to help you out. And then you just create a password. Which mine is BFME2 rocks, because it does. Then you register. So that password that you just created is to log on to this website. And example's already taken. So we're going to go 11111110011. There you go. That works. Okay, you're going to get an activation email. And all you do is you click the link it sends you, and it'll say activation complete. Now, I had to do that somewhere else, so we're just going to log in because I did that on the email. So after activating your account, it's going to ask you to create your server account. So this is what you will input on the T3A online while signing in. So and then this will be a completely different password or the same password. It's totally up to you what these passwords will be. And as you see, the login name can be completely different to the website login. So if you just write down what you log in for the website, you'll always have your server login information. The thing that we find people run into is graphic cards. So one thing is sometimes a computer can have two graphic cards. If you go into your device manager and then display adapters, you'll sometimes notice there's either one or there could be two. It really all depends on your computer. So as you see here, Captain's computer has Intel integrated graphics as well as NVIDIA GeForce graphics. So if you notice that you have two graphic cards, just make sure when you run Battle for Middle-earth that you're running it on the one that has higher performance. So for Captain, that one is his NVIDIA processor.
Alright then everyone, now that the registration and the installation process are out of the way and done, we can now launch the game for the very first time. Before you do that, what you need to do, if you have multiple graphics cards, what you need to do is you need to right click the game icon, you need to scroll down to run with graphics processors, and you need to select the graphics card that can offer the highest performance, which in this case is the NVIDIA processor. So simply left click that. Or if you don't have the option of multiple graphics cards, all you simply need to do is just double left click the icon, and then the T3A online launcher will pop up. All you simply need to do at this point is launch BFME, and the game will start loading up. Before I do this, I should mention that this will launch up the unofficial 108 patch. This is the patch that the T3A community play. So without further ado, let's load it up. Alright then, viewers, so what we see here is the login screen. After the game's finished booting up, you'll be greeted by the main menu. What you need to do to navigate to the login screen is go to multiplayer and then online, and the login screen will boot up.
Okay, so the next step is going to be putting in your server login name. So ours is example 10.10.1. Then you're going to put in your password, whatever it may be. For if you've changed, pick 2 different passwords for logging in onto the T3A site, and your server password, just make sure to put the server password in. Then next you're going to create a nickname, and for these purposes I'm going to use the same as the EA account name, but the only name people will see is this nickname, so it can be something completely different, and that's not a big deal. You want to check remember password, because then all of this stuff is going to be in here and you'll never have to put it in again unless you do something to your game. Hit login, and you're going to end up in the home lobby.
This is pretty much the first screen you will see in the lobby of this game. There is 2 things you have to know here. The first one is the options. When you click on the options, you will see the refresh net here. When your game have some issues connecting with the other players, they will ask you to go and refresh your net. So this is the place you go for this job. You go here and press on refresh net and get back to the game, and you will try to reconnect with the other players. Go click accept and you can get back here. The other thing you need to know here is the open play is where the action is going on. So when you click on open play, you can see this screen, which is the screen with the players in the left side, and in the right side you can see the lobby rooms. The only place you need to go is 1v1 lobby, so don't go and don't chase other lobbies. And one other thing you have to know, it's when you click refresh net and you join the others players and you still can't connect to their games, other things you can do is disabling the firewall or disabling the antivirus of your system. If all of these things can't fix your connection issues, it's time to go and port forward your router. So the first step is refresh net. Then if it's not working, go and disable your firewall. If it's not working too, you need to go and do a port forwarding.
Alright then, viewers, with all that finally out the way, we can now go on to creating our own game. With no other games currently being hosted by any other players, we need to create our own. What we need to do that is to click Create Game. Then you'll have the option to change the name, and you'll also have the option to put a password up as well. Once all that's been sorted, simply click Create. And the room will be hosted. Now the first point I need to make is the connections menu. If you're the host of the room, you will have access to the connections menu, but please bear in mind that if you're not the host, you won't have access. But since I'm the host for this, I'll be able to talk you through it. So what we have here is a legend on the left hand side of the screen. This explains the different statuses of all the connections that there are available. Excellent connection, good connection, and poor connection. Obviously, we need to be aiming for excellent and good connections. On the right-hand side of the screen here, we have a table, and that shows you the status of all the connections between all the players in the room. As you can see, my friend Shadow there, she's already logged into the room, and we've already established a good connection between us. Okay then, so with that done, we can now go back to the main room. Okay then, so the next point I need to bring up is minimizing, tabbing out of the game whilst you're currently in a room. So please don't do this. I can't stress enough how important it is that you do not tab out once you're actually in a room and you've established a connection to other players. Now at this point you'll see that Shadow's ping has turned to red. Basically, this means that she's tabbed out. She's severed the connection between us both. So please do not do this, because when you tab back into the room, it will mess the connections up, and it will just slow down the process of getting everybody hooked up, ready to play. So if Shadow can just tab back in now, we've had to re-establish the connection. Now, because there's only two of us, it's not going to be so much of a problem. However, if you do tab out and then tab back in, what I will need to ask you to do is simply log out and then log back in, and then go to the options menu, and please remember to refresh your NAT before re-entering the room.
Oh, refreshing NAT.
And the last point I need to make is disconnecting from the server. Now, you will find this a lot on T3A. Don't worry, it's nothing to worry about. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong on your end, but it is a very common thing on T3A. When it happens, you will be taken back to the main menu, and you'll get a pop-up saying that you've lost connection to the Battle for Middle-earth Online. Don't worry about it. When that happens, just simply log back in again, and of course, please remember to go to the options screen, refresh your NAT before re-entering any room.
To play online games, you need the players to play with. And this is an old game, as everybody knows. To fix this issue, we created a Skype group. You can join the Skype group. We encourage everyone to join the Skype group. There, you can discuss strategies, you can manage games, you can schedule tournaments, and you can chat with other players. Shadow will show you how to join the Skype group. This is the captain signing off. I think we just covered everything technical about this game. I hope we can see you very soon in game. See you, everybody.
So this here is the T3A website again, and what we do here, what we can do is join the Skype group community, and this is really, really useful for finding other people to play. If you're, say, 3 people, you need to find another one. As you can see, some people have already asked for people to play, so it's a good resource. You can chat about anything Battle for Middle-earth here.
That is it. That is everything you need to know to get set up. We certainly hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you're on the way to joining us over at the T3A community. We'd like to thank the T3A team for all their hard work and dedication for keeping this great game alive. We hope to see you soon. This is Closed Captain and Shadow signing off.